Good evening. Ah, the holidays. What a warm and cheery time of year. You know, it's times like these when I like to stay inside, curl up next to the fire, sip a warm beverage, and dive into a great story. In fact, this one's a classic and one of my favorites. It's called How the Scrinch Spent Thanksgiving by Samuel N. Harris. Every student at Louisville thought Christmas the best, but the Scrinch, who lived away from campus, cared less. When the holidays came round, he'd rather just doze. Now please don't ask why, because no one quite knows. Some say that maybe his tie was too tight, or maybe he'd stayed up with schoolwork all night. But I think a more likely reason than these was all his grown-up responsibilities. He didn't hate Christmas, but just was quite busy with homework and papers that made him feel dizzy. He didn't make holiday plans to be kept. He just worked and worked, and sometimes he slept. The Scrinch, after all, was no longer a child. Holiday hopes didn't make him go wild. He was an adult now, with work, school, and rent, and important concerns where his time must be spent. He was looking forward to his Thanksgiving break, but it wasn't for turkey or merriment's sake. He'd rather just rest from this busy school year than go around spreading much holiday cheer. When his friends were all eager for Christmas to come, the Scrinch would just shrug and reply with, "Bah hum! No, I won't join you in a Christmas song. If it's not yet Thanksgiving, then that music's just wrong. Besides, I can't think about holidays yet. I've got essays to write and good grades to get. And then next week, when all of this schoolwork is done, I want nothing but sleep and relaxing and fun." So the week of break came, and the Scrinch got his wish, and soon he fell into a comfortable niche of staying up late and then sleeping till 10 and doing it over and over again. And when he would rise from the bed where he lay, he watched shows or read comics for most of the day. He lazily wandered his dwelling for hours, and in late afternoon he would sometimes take showers. But while the old Scritch, this creature quite scary, stayed alone in his townhouse just off of Ward's Ferry, his friends and his family and loved ones did seek to know of his plans for the rest of the week. "Won't you come home soon?" asked the Scrinch's mother, "to spend time with me and your dad and your brother? You could always come by for a dinner or two, and plus, we'll be watching the new Doctor Who." But the Scrinch was unmoved by traditions so common, so he stayed and ate more frozen pizza and ramen. "I don't care about warm tidings of making glad. I just want to stay home and binge watch Breaking Bad." And that's just what he did for a couple of days, indulging in his lazy bachelor ways, until finally, on the eve of Thanksgiving, he went to the house where his family was living, and they had a nice chat, and they played a fun game, and the Scrinch started feeling not fully the same, especially when one other person was seen. It was little Jay Scrinch, who was barely 15. Their mother said, "Hey, would it not be great for the two of your brothers to hang out till late?" The Scrinch said, "Yes, let's go to my townhouse quite near. I'll take him back there, then I'll bring him back here." So the Scrinch's young brother slept over that eve, and they had Netflix and popcorn until time to leave and go back to their house for the Thanksgiving dinner, which was sure to make everyone not a lot thinner. Oh, the Scrinch tried to maintain his cold manner and work on a paper about advanced grammar, but this was the task that concerned him the least once it was time for the Thanksgiving feast. So they ate lots of turkey and stuffing and rolls, and potatoes and vegetables went round in bowls, and they had some friends over, and some people still say that the Scrinch's stomach grew 3 sizes that day. Then the Scrinch thought and thought, and he started to wonder if maybe he'd made a ridiculous blunder. Of all that he'd used his Thanksgiving break for, maybe the best thing was something still more. He said maybe Thanksgiving is greater than just a week off from doing the work that I must. Maybe instead of homework and TV, there's also fellowship, food, friends, and family. And so the Scrinch realized, in time for this Christmas, that no man is an island, just maybe an isthmus. And when it came round to the end of November, he put Christmas songs on for the 1st of December. And then the break ended, and he went back to school. But this time, the Scrinch didn't act like a fool, for now he had a very different reason to look forward to the upcoming holiday season. The end.